With earlier discussions, we would have seen how to make host check along with ports running on the remote host machines like 80 ports and 443 TCP ports and DNS 53 ports. You can these all port scanning is also possible with help of nmap command or even network configurations um, commands. Now moving to few of the I network based automation scripts configurations, let's get into quickly about an automating network configurations. Here I'm actually receiving an IP address to get configured on hard coded interface. So here I'm using as a loopback. I'm getting an IP address and subnet mask and a gateway and DNS to be get configured on the uh, device. So here what I'm doing here is I'm executing each and every command and I'm checking whether it's properly executed or not. And you can see that I'm using here nested if. Only the first command succeed, then it goes to here, and if this command succeed, then it goes here. So for this sake, what I will do here is I'm not going to do a nested if. I wanted to get configured. So I'm just relieving this. I'm deleting. So I want to yonk all these files. I want to yonk all these files. One, two, three, four. So four yonk. After this, I want to copy. To copy here. Okay. Yeah. Now, if above command succeeds, I'm going to yonk. Three. Then I'm going to put here. Going to delete the rest all. I'm going to yonk from 1 to So I'm doing like this. So if step by step, all together, if anything fails it will prompt it. So I will just go into configure bash one dot. I'm going to set IP address like 100.100.100. Subnet mask 255 255 24 I'm giving, and gateway address is going to be 100.100.100.1. DNS I'm giving some DNS ping. So network configuration was configured properly but unable to set the DNS. So let's check whether it's properly set for the loopback address or not. Can here see that a loopback interface was automatically configured with the right netmask mask. And even if I get into the route, a route for default with 100.100.1 as a gateway for the loopback was added. So through this we can do reduce the manual way of configuring, which minimize the errors in a larger scale of configuring the network topologies. So this is one of the script's advantage of automating the networks. And you can also have uh, to program that any process is running from your operating system. Then you can also check this way of scripting process is running or not. So running.sh. So I'm here hash bin bash read hyphen p enter process name process if p grep dollar process dev at null. Then echo process is running, else echo process is not running. So I'm here getting the process name, and I'm checking whether it is pointing to null or not, dev null. So which means that if it is directed to dev null, then it's running. So let's check that. What is first dev null? So cat dev null, it is not pointing anything. So now I'm going to give pgrep some process like bash dev null. Now I'm going to open the dev null. It's not showing anything. Let's do check process bash. Process is running. TP process is running. But when I hit the same command here, and you won't see anything. It's actually a so this is one of the method. There is some reason behind of using devnull, but for to identify whether the process is running, you can use this method to um, check whether a process runs properly or not. For example, I'm just doing top, which is not running. It's running. Okay, I will do certain things like I don't have nmap support. I'm just hitting. It's not running. Correct. It's not running. So let's big grip and check whether nmap dev null. Then a cat dev null. It's not pointing anything. So this is how we can work on finding the process level cells. Moving to know how to start a process if it's not running. There is some reason behind it. I will search and confirm in next video. So here I'm moving to starting a process. If so here this is the code which actually built up to start a process. I'm getting the process name and it is not pointed to this devnull. Then it actually runs in background. Ampersand, what when I put ampersand symbol along with the uh, process name, whatever process you run, then it will be in background process. So here I want to mention the process. Then you want to run bash top. It's already running, already running. Suppose I want to start any process like tcp dump hyphen I, go back. See, the process dump I has now started, and it's mentioned that it's you don't have privilege to start on the device. So I want when I do sudo process name tcp dump hyphen I loopback, it promptly helps me.